One of these days, that'll go really smoothly. Good evening, and welcome to the world of synths, also known as Synth Secrets. What secret have we got today, I wonder? Secrets of noise. A noisy modulator. Let's get rid of that a minute. Oh, that's still noise everywhere. There's this one. There's that one. Oh, that's buzzing. It's that one. Oh, we need that one. Anyway, good evening, and welcome to the show. Today, we are going to be asking the biggest question. Anybody who owns a synthesizer, anyone who perhaps would like to own a synthesizer, anyone who has owned many synthesizers will ask, what is the difference? Does it matter? Really? Does it actually matter? Well, I mean, why? Why? So stay tuned. Anyway, let's welcome you all to this fabulous Hump Day special. It's not special, everyday special, right? We'll say hello to you guys in the chat. Who have we got? So let's have a little look. Got Droigon there. Hello, Droigon. Thank you very much for the contribution to the channel earlier on for through Buy Me a Coffee. So very generous. Thank you very much for that. Doomunga, Woohoo, Neighbour Jack, Peter Coit, Tanith for Lacqua, Shroomy is, actually we'll come back to it, Paul Holmes, As You Head, Laughing at Oblivion, that's you now, that's your thing, you have your own Avert TV, welcome, I think we've got our first member, Di Stanton is our first Jervite. Oh, it's a bit of a special occasion. Let's have a little drum roll, shall we? Hang on. Oh, I can't do that because I've changed it. It's muted. Imagine the best snare, which could be, some people say the 606. You know, you can have that. You can have the 606 Snickers. Well, Panda, number 2, Jervite. It's all kicking off. Anyway, Droigon, good lord, it's just, welcome, there will be things coming your way soon, but we'll carry on with the hellos, Neighbour Jack, hello, As Your Head, who have I not said hello to? Doomunga, is my mic alright? Hey Robbie, how you doing? Welcome to ProSynth Network. Peter Coit, I've said hello to you. Pandaman. Lots of you. So, yes, and my Logify, and Rich Tonal Axis as well. So, hello and welcome to this Wednesday. If you're a lurking gherkin, hello to you too. If you're sat back, if you're watching this in the future, thank you for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed that little quirky introduction. We'll talk more about those things in a minute. But yeah, welcome. If I could just get you all to get your little finger, actually that's your little finger, hold a device or a keyboard or whatever it is that you're watching this on, and hover ever so slightly over the like button. Ready? On the count of 3, let's all like together. Are you ready? Are you paying attention? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, like the stream. Thank you. And if you're not subscribed, and you're watching this, please consider subscribing. We do this twice a week. We do this kind of show on a Wednesday, and we do the other kind of show, which is like live in my pajamas. I mean, you know, why? Why not? Every Sunday. In fact, this past Sunday, something exciting happened. My tooth fell out. Imagine that. You could be watching that at that moment. My tooth just fell out. And thankfully, there was a dentist in the chat. Manny, are you with us today? So that was all good. Hey, Steve's a Jervite as well. Oh, Steve and Sam, you've always been Jervites, and a lot of you already, without the membership, you have been Jervites because you have been with us on this crazy journey with GetJervis. For the last couple of years, we've been doing this regularly, building up a bit of a vibe on the channel with my co-host. Let me introduce my co-host. Shut it. That's not... Today, Jackson is being replaced by a pineapple. In the... Oh, that looks... It's a bit... the shutter speed's not right on that. In the 18th century, one might be invited into someone's house and see this thing on the mantelpiece or in the centre of the table. It is a pineapple. I don't know if any of you have seen one before. They're very rare. Don't worry. Look, there he is. No, that's Tom going, what is he doing? That's Jackson. So there's Jackson, and there's Tom. Hashtag Team Tom, hashtag Team Jackson. And if you want to spell his name, it's JXN. Three letters. He doesn't deserve more than that. He really doesn't. So, so I've decided to showcase my very expensive fruit. It's a fruit. It's grown on trees. I don't know if you've seen one before, but it's called a pineapple. I suppose it looks like a pine cone, but it doesn't taste like an apple. So I don't know who named this, but, Trades Description Act. That is a pineapple. So we're going to be enjoying looking at that. It's an educational show, this. It's not just about synthesizers. It's about cats. It's about food. Hey, Luke Lux, welcome to Jervites. Well, look at you all jumping in on the Jervite span. So yeah, so that happened. We reached it was the new year kind of thing. What is time? So what I will do is I will have to figure out how to do this, but I will share with the members sample packs, which I will be putting together this weekend, containing both Tom and Jackson. Look at that face. Only a mother would love that face. Yes, I'm as closest to a mother as you're going to get, mate. That's it. It's just you and me. I'm the crazy cat man. You know, Tom's look at that. Look how chill he is. He's literally the chillest. Anyway, so thank you very much for joining the Jervites. You are a Jervite. You are welcome, most heartily. Hey, Biscuit, what up? So, cheers. Oh, that is quite rough today. I don't think I put enough coffee in the mocha pot. It's the donkey. It's donkey brew. Yeah, it's rusty mule. Tastes like a rusty mule. I don't know what a rusty mule would taste like, but it's got that kind of oily, rusty flavour. Yeah, mule. Grumpy mule. There we go. I got there in the end. All the way from Yorkshire. Grumpy mule. Hey, Peter Coit. Thank you for being a Jervite. So there we go. That's it. We've started. We have started. The thing will now be on its own in a way. Oh, I can't see the chat. Right. So we've got 3 Jervite spanners tonight. We have got Shroomy, who is feeling much better. Thank you very much. I think the virus that she has been that she got, which is the flu I've got, she's given it to me. It comes with a little bit of dizziness and I think nausea. I had that yesterday after my trip to the dentist. Not just because it was a trip to the dentist. I don't mind the dentist. It doesn't bother me, even though they were drilling into my face. A little bit bruised there, but I'm fine. Anyway, so Shroomy. Then we've got Steve Sonus Lucis. Lucis, I don't know, Lucis, is that right? I don't even know. And Sam Pandabands. So if you wish to get if you need to get my attention, you want to ask a question, you want to make a statement of fact. He's going to get hit with a pineapple, isn't he? Please preface your question with not 1, not even 2, not even 3, but 4 Q. And I will see it. They will see it. There's some Qs coming up already. I think we've got one from Luke Lux, new member. Do we get a badge? I don't know, Luke. Maybe you do. I've not done this before. This is new. We've got a badge maker, a physical badge. But did you mean a virtual? Sorry, words. Overrated. Sounds are much better. That's why we're here. Synthesizers. Doesn't that sound like a little bit of a? It's like one of those old. I'm thinking NES. Or even a SNES. Like dinosaur hands. That's what you got to play that in. So Shroomy, is G allowed on the Xbox? Pfft, no. No, because he'll wreck my in the pit, yes. In the living room, no, because it's set up to film. Quite simply. And this is kind of, can we get cat badges? Ooh, well, there will be. I think my original plan, Luke. Let me tell you. My original plan for the for channel memberships was to quite honestly give you hashtag Team Jackson, hashtag Team Tom. But unfortunately, to do that, I would have to give them different tiers, and I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to have one flat fee as a membership. So I think I think if there's not, I'll look into it more and see what the sort of the nub is, and see that, because I mean it doesn't look like you've actually got any kind of thing on there to. Let me have a little look. Scroll back and see if there's anything. Yeah, I don't know. How does it not differentiate you? How does it? Because it doesn't, does it? Look, no. I'll look into that for you. But thank you very much. Much appreciated. And there will be merch coming as well. I've just got to figure out how, where, how, what, why, that kind of stuff. But, yeah, Synth East is coming. If you're in the Anglian area of the UK, the United Kingdom, that's the East Coast, the bulgy bit, which, Norfolk, where the Norse first landed, of course, you see. So I'll be there in February, in a couple of weeks' time, towards the 20th, I want to say, 20th, 21st, 22nd, in the Norwich Arts Centre, celebrating Synth East. Have we got, Steve, that on the team sheet that I can pin so that people can follow and avail themselves of such tickets as they would need to be at that? And I now have 3 weeks, or thereabouts, to make badges. And if you come up to me, Peter Coit, you'll be there. I will hand you your badge personally to do that. So you will get that. I see. It just makes you green. I quite like that. And a little star, a little blue star. That's not exactly that exciting, is it? The little star. You need a little picture of Jackson or something. Again, I will look into that. Is Jackson Van de Graaff generator Is Jackson No, he's not. He came pre-named. I think if I had to name the cats, and I said this on Sunday, if you weren't around, thank you very much, Steve. I can't. Yes, it is. So yeah, link is in the chat. If you're unsure what that is and you're watching on your phone, if you look down, if you turn your phone vertical and it goes underneath comments, slide across to where it says chat, and make sure you go from top chat. I'm going to do it myself. Top chat to live chat. And that gives you all the conversations. I'll swap you for a new Coastal Electronauts badge. Well, I've still got your old one, which I need to sort of start adorning myself with these things. So, yeah. So, Synth East, the gig on Saturday is sold out. But the event itself is, it's really cool. It's a kind of low-key, not trade show, because that does it a disservice. It's wonderful in that there's just tables of synthesizers, manufacturers showing you what to do, but every hour on the hour they stop because of the performance, and that's nice as well. So you get to see some musicians playing, and the All-Star Patch-Off, which I took part in 3 years ago. Well, 3 Synth Easts ago anyway, at least. It will be. So yeah, 2 years ago. And that was good. I played against Robin, which was really good fun. Even though we had a bit of an issue where he was sending me a clock to my modular rig, 1 ppq. I was on 24. It's like, whoa, why is it so slow? You know, check your ppqs, guys. Just always. Did you get anything off it for the Tooth Fairy? I got a discount because I had it done before Christmas. Wagyu. But there we go. There we go. Do we get... Yeah, sorry, the new member. Do we get a badge? That's the question. Ask that. Is your pineapple upside down? It might be. Pineapple upside down cake. That might be a thing too. Can we get cat badge? Yes, we can. Link posted. Dice Stanton, new member. You know, you're all new members, aren't you? That's the thing. Is Jackson a Van de Graaff generator reference? One rather hopes so. I love Van de Graaff generator. Absolutely love them. In actual fact, I've got to regale you with some anecdotal chat. Gaz Williams and I have known each other since we were 16, and we moved from North Wales to South Wales, and we shared a flat, I suppose. And we would go into Neath in South Wales, and we'd go round the record shop, and it was in one of those kind of old-fashioned Victorian arcade. Not arcade, but it was not arcade, but it's a covered market. Don't you come any closer. He doesn't know what to do with that. I assure you, it's just hitting his whiskers. He's like twitching. No, you can't come on the table. I've got coffee. Oh, do you want to come? Right. Okay. Well, can I place you? Oh, he doesn't want to come. Right. Look. if you want to come, you have to be open to the idea that... There you go. You've got a knot there. Why have you got a knot there? That's really odd. Anyway, so we bought some... I think he bought one of... It might even have been an EP of Porcupine Tree. Something 39, and I think it's about... It goes through this guy talking through an acid trip with prog rock stuff going on. 90s prog rock, obviously. This was 1993, I want to say. And I picked up... oh, God. Which Van de Graaff Generator album was it? And it was a band I already knew about. Big Robert Fripp and King Crimson fan anyway, but I'd never heard them. So we bought those albums, and it's the one with the lighthouse. Is it A Plague of Lighthouses? Is that what it's called? Come on, Di, you can help me out there. And we sat down and we listened to it. No, were we? I think, yeah, and it was incredible. But I think somehow we were playing Happy Families, and it ended up being an argument over nothing. And I think when we listened to the album again, actually, I think we realised what had happened is that the intensity of that whole side of the album, the 25-minute track, whatever it was, had built up such an intensity that it kind of... I've done the wrong camera again. That it had brought us to some sort of sense of violence, but just verbal violence. It was quite interesting. Anyway, so that was that. So love Van de Graaff. And lots of organ sounds, lots of distortion. A little bit like that. You can't hear it. Anyway, so that's that. Hey, Matt Evans, how you doing? So, Hey, Tone Smith, what up? I have a pineapple on pizza. Do you? So what have we got going on then? Recon, what up? Where are you? I can't see you. You're there. I can see someone saying Recon. There we go, Recon. There you go. Nice one. So, anyway, so that's a little bit of anecdote. That's where we are. That's who we are. That's why we are. 23 minutes in, or maybe 20 minutes in. So, let's talk about today's subject. Now, there are so many things that I want to do on this show, and it is and I'm full of cold still, so occasionally I kind of have my expectations go, right, I'll do this. And I was going to do something kind of crazy and grand in the living room with the ARP 2600 Antonus and use and have, a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, mate, look at this. Look at him. Because I'm going to do a video. I'm actually going to do a feature, and I haven't done a feature for a long time. So again, it's building up momentum, but being ill doesn't help anyone, right? So and then I thought, I don't think I can do that. So what other things can I do? And I rattled off about half a dozen thoughts in my head, and I thought, you know what? All of those take more effort than what I originally planned to do. But instead of doing it in the lounge, which would be the headache, why don't I change it up a little bit and do it in here? So it's a bit of one of those. I haven't quite got the angle of the dangle on it. But what I want to talk about really, and it's something that I think we're all very, very guilty of, is this lusting after gear and imagining, and this is something I feel very strongly about, buying this will not help you make music if you already have this. What's the difference? What's the difference? I mean, I think what we have is enough to make music. And I think sometimes not having enough gives you that hunger to push. And I've owned these synths. And I've been doing this since 1980. When did I get 88? Right. So I've bought, sold, swapped, I had room bigger than this full of enormous keyboards, and then I've cut it down to small things. And I must admit, that's my favourite thing, because it's compact and it draws you in. And for me, that's a new avenue of sonic exploration. And that's been a slow burner with me. and I'm happy about that. It's being a slow burner. Anyway, the thought is, I've got a 1979 vintage synthesizer. I've got a 2001, I think, vintage. Is that vintage? It's 21 years is vintage, right? So that's got to be vintage. You reckon? 21 vintage analog synth. I've got a clone, modern clone, which didn't cost an enormous amount of money, and I've got a whole bunch of other things, like, the Nymphis, which isn't. None of these things are free, like computer software. That's perhaps what's missing. But they all do square waves. They all do saw waves. Some of them do triangle, some of them do sine, some of them do both. So what's the difference? And does it really matter? That's what I want to try and play with tonight. And is if we can get them sounding at least similar, and if something goes, oh God, well that's, if something just jumps out and I can't get it to be close enough, then maybe that's the answer. And that's a question that, because I do have my own thoughts about this, and certainly every one of these items has their own charm. And the reason I've still got them is because they have something. Now, obviously with this, I bought that when I started getting back into synths again, in the mid-noughties, after a time of playing acoustic guitar in a folk band. Guitars are a good thing, aren't they, Jackson? Yeah. So it's special because, he's no longer with us. And I met his son, and he was wonderful, wonderful family anyway. And that's got sentimental value. And I think because of its size and the sound of it, it doesn't need to go anywhere. It doesn't take up a huge amount of time. I don't always use it. James Dyson, welcome. No, he hasn't farted, and I don't want him to fart either. If he farts, I will kick him out. He did some Sunday night, as you know, awful. Yeah, talking about you. Anyway, so look at that. Let's just see. I think that's the kind of one, isn't it? Look at his little face, little sod. Anyway, so let's crack on. Right, so I think I've got these two linked up with the beat step, and again I thought maybe it was kind of hastily thrown together. Still modular cables here. For some reason I thought I could connect the Wasp up via CV and gate, and you can't. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it works through the. I don't know why I've used the top MIDI. Well, So, yeah, brilliant. So. Let's dive in. Okay, any questions so far? We've had the fart question. We've had the Van de Graaff generator question. So there we go. Let's crack on. As you heard, I think 90% of synths released do not matter. They're just more of the same, but the industry has to keep going, and the people need to get rid of their money, apparently. Yeah, no, I think... Yeah, and I don't want to do a disservice to any makers out there, because I am a lover of synthesizers, and that does mean that I do look at this sod. I do enjoy a good synthesizer. Now, the one thing I've got set up in the lounge, which isn't in here, which it was just again too much, is the Analog Solutions Fusebox X. That sounds incredible, and I think that would pretty much blow your speakers compared to all this other stuff. But let us now go. So, I'm gonna get this just playing simple. We do that? Yeah, brilliant. So this now is that the left side or the right side? And 3 guesses what video game this is. Okay, come on. Yes, Biscuit, that's what... Were you not listening? I just said that's in the lounge. That's what this... You subscribed. You have got the bell notification. Did you just see that? He literally fell off the table and unplugged it. You idiot. How did you do that? He's looking at me like, what? What just happened? The Antonus will be in it next, but it's just too big to have in here, and it literally will cover the entire table. Yeah, anyway. If you missed that, fair enough. So, right. Is that? Where's that one then? Why is this not making a sound? Oh, I've muted it. I'm an idiot. Okay. Right. Bear with me. We might get a little bit of noise. I do apologise for that. I'm trying to be as noise-free as possible. Okay. There's the bend on this. You can hear it, can't you? It's not quite true. You've got a bit of... I think he's got it. Just sit yourself down. You can't fall off that. You can't fall off that. Just let me show you what he's doing. If you want to come back on the table, but you will fall off again. He looks quite grumpy, doesn't he? I don't think he wanted to fall off then. Anyway, this is what happens. It's a live show. It's an anything can happen kind of show. And the cats and chaos. Captain Chaos. Right. So you've got a little bit of phasing there. But I mean, it's not a million miles away. These things seem to go for silly money second hand. And I have seen them for £700. I don't know if it would sell if I put this on for £700, but obviously they're not making them. They were a limited run, and the company no longer makes synthesizers, unfortunately. Whereas that's, you know, I think it's probably one of the most inexpensive Behringer modules. And I want to put this head-to-head with the Nat at some point, but I need the Nat to be repaired. I will take that with me, and I'll take it to the DIY workshop and say, can anybody fix this? Why not? Why not? So if you are going to Synth East, you'll see my Nat, and hopefully it'll work. Right, okay, so, I mean, that's just one oscillator, right? It's not a million miles. It's just that glide thing. I think it's you can hear it, can't you? So Vert says there will be similarities in places, but most synths will have a few sounds they can achieve that others can't. Yeah, and I think that's absolutely right. And I think that will be the take out of this, is that this will sound great. You put a second oscillator in there, and we'll do that now. If I can remember where... Oh, there it is. Okay. An octave lower, yeah? Right, okay. Oh, the problem was with this. I can't go lower. Damn it. There you go. Now that's going to be... And already they're starting to drift out of tune. Analogs, right? It took me ages to get the envelope on that right as well. So there's quirks with every user interface, as well as quirks within the circuitry beneath the user interface. Hey, Gonzini Gons, what up? Hey, Synthepotamus, what up? Good to see you. Hey, RGB Audioscape. Manfred Frick on the table. Awesome, Jervis. Hi, all around the earth. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what a dude. What a dude. Right. And it's such a good sounding synth for something so small. So there we go. Different. It's got more of a weight there. Hey, Katie. It doesn't seem to have much in the way of bottom. I don't know why that is. Maybe because it's going through some pedals, I guess. Is it going through this one? No. Oi! You little sneak. Sneaking. All right, go on. Sit there. Just sit. And don't fall off. I know you're frightened to fall. Oh, what have you done now? What have you done? What have you done there? What have you done? Oh, okay. Weird. Just a bit of a glamour-y moment. Okay. So, we can. Let's kick in some resonance. Let's filter that now. So, kick in the resonance. This is where we start to... You're going to hear differences now, for sure. All right. This is very digital, isn't it? It doesn't have the weight, does it? Big bottom took about. I watched the new film over the Christmas period. Quite impressed. Still, nothing can beat folding the miniature. It's got miniature bread, and if you fold it, it breaks. I can't work with this. I can't work with this. That sounds... It's funny, isn't it? This sounds more fizzy. That sounds more hollow. Neither of them, I wish I could just connect this up, sound as... Oh, come on. Where is he? Where is he? If I unplug it... I've unplugged it. Right, that shouldn't make the noise it did before. Oh, it is making noise. Is that going in? I don't know where the reverb's coming from on this, but... Why have you got reverb on it? I don't understand that. Well, that's... Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. That's the Nymphus. Well, I guess it's a polyphonic synth, but still... Oh, it's got reverb on it, isn't it? There we go. Now then, immediately I'm going to regret this. I'm diving into the menu. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Where's the? How do we turn it off? Where is it? I see it somewhere. Size mix. It didn't foil me. And that's a criticism of the moment, the Nymphus. So actually, to the credit of it, if you read the flipping lettering on the front, it's not confusing. It's people going like, why is not do that? Read it. RTFS. Oh yeah, I need to go on the shift. So you can already see that just with the square waves, I'm going to stop and talk a minute, that they all sound a little bit different. This thing, I don't want to do this to you, because when I was setting this up, it just sounded massive. How good it's not sounding massive. Sounds a bit... Again, it sounds like a kind of old computer... I think... Here's my thoughts. both the MFB synth and the Yamaha CS15, closest to vintage on the table, oldest synthesizers for sure, both have an element of old school 16, 8 or even 12-bit console, you know. Again, that's maybe a bit more. And of course, it's the sustain. Doesn't seem to be sustaining much. Again, so you straight away, I'm playing with the envelope of this, and I'm finding it a little bit like, well, where's more? I want more. I want more. Look. Oh. Sorry, that's in 5 times mode. Right? Okay. So I want more. Why no more? Oh, am I playing the right thing? Yep. Okay, so release has to be on. That lovely slight detune. Get your tail out of the way. But you see what I mean? Right, let's try the modern ones. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to sort of do this. Oh. Me B flat's broken. How dare you? Thank you very much for the card, but me B flat's broken. Spot the tune. Slightly different, but anyway. So yeah, I guess that's it, isn't it? When you start manipulating the sound, it does start getting a bit more interesting, and I think that's where the difference kicks in. It is circuitry, absolutely circuitry, is absolutely everything. I think the older synths have something. It's like a kind of softer charm to them. Warmth. Not that these sounds are cold. I'm not going to that's a single oscillator on that, by the way, at the moment, and I'm not going to bring the second in because it will obliterate everything in a good way, and that will become like, well, that's why. I'm trying to prove that that's not why, and I think at the end, stay tuned, I'll put both oscillators on, and then you'll go, oh, that's why. Until then, let's continue with this. Any questions? Let's see what we've got there. Vert says, oh yeah, we've already dealt with that one. That's cool. So no further questions. Oh, no, Steve's got something coming. All your synths belong to us. There we go. Hey, Uncle Chrome, what up? My Logify, Romanian scale. Always a Romanian scale. It's funny, that's twice I've mentioned the Romanians today. Didn't they invent Rome? That's where all Romans went, to Romania. You know, it's a thing. Oh no, please, oh. Watch it. Clones spread further and wider. No, please help me. Yes. Yes, CS15 it's Cressy. It's just got something magical, and I'm not. I said it at the beginning. I'm sentimental over the MFB synth. I'm not particularly sentimental, and I don't suffer gas lightly. Wagyu, I am gassing about a mixer, only because I can't plug it all in with what I've got, and that's just frustration. The depth is not there, right? Let's go for that one. I think that sounds different because I'm going through a bass DI. Yeah, and the EQ's on, damn it. Oh, Jervis. Fired! Sounded thinner because that's a lush sound though, right? Sorry, keep playing that riff. Oh, gnarly. Dude, okay, Synthpotamus. Have you looked at Erica Synth's Matrix Mixer? I have two. They are super useful. Ooh, Erica Synth's. No, I've got a black mixer for my modular, which is really good. The Matrix Mixer sounds really useful, though, doesn't it? I've got 16 inputs, but it's not enough. I think I need 32. Just to get, I mean, if that's, you know, everything's kind of, I'm sub-mixing like the wazoo. And that's sometimes why I think when you join us, certainly on a Sunday, when I'm a bit more in the creative zone, I don't want to be thinking about the kind of more technical side of things. And it's a different headspace, right? So I tend to just plug things in and go. And I have listened recently back to a couple of the jams like, ooh, that's hot. That's too hot. It's like, there's some gain staging needs to happen, and I think I really do need to look at how, and that's again, this is why I've started to look at mixers, yeah, I think, yeah, there's no two ways about it. I think I just need to upgrade the amount of inputs I've got, and I've got an analog mixer, but I just think I need something that's straightforward and can be controlled right in front of me, or even in a rack just here over the Euphrates. Anyway, that was silly. That was a very silly comment. So Synthpotamus, it is 16 times 16. Oh, 16, and inputs can be mixed individually into each of the 16 inputs uniquely. Wow, that does sound a bit cool. I'll have a look at that. Thank you. I always appreciate anyone. You know, I've said it so many times, and if you're new to the channel, we are all in this together. And all of us have our own experiences, and it's all valid, and we can all learn from one another. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the synth community, is we're all figuring stuff out, and we've all got different views, and that's, you know, so thank you for sharing. Appreciate that very much. So yeah, nobble some twids. Hey Paulie, what's up? How are you doing? Good to see you here. Have you been on our channel before? Have you come and seen the cats? Have you seen me playing with my Jackson? Look at him. There we go. Anyway, and look at Tom. Look at Tom. Let's not leave Tom out of it. That is a face palm. He's face palmed completely into the. Anyway, so just spend £2,000 on a Digico and Maddie Rack. Do you know what? I know what that means, and I'm not going to do it. Digico. If I was touring, I wouldn't have to buy that either. If I was touring, I'd get the artist to pay for that or hire it. But no, I think I just need something discreet. The thing is, like all of us, we're fighting real estate. We've all got issues with the amount of space we've got, no matter how big or small our rooms are. So it has to, you know, and it's valuable kit. I mean, I could get rid of the Pro 3. I could put a nice big chunky old analog mixer there, because they're still reasonably priced, and they're still around the place. So you can do that. Anyway, so there's that. What else are we going? Tunnel Duck. How many inputs have I got? I don't know. Well, 5, 6 if I'm naughty. Well, there you go. No, that is naughty. So. What up? Hashtag Team Tom. Yes, Tanith. Buy 100 of those, 2 into 1 headphone adapters, and build a pyramid of them. Can you, I mean, listen to that. You hear that noise? That is... No, that... It's not my modular. I thought it was my modular. Which one is it? Oh, I don't know what that is. No, no idea. Oh, it could be the guitar. Yeah, it's the guitar. Sorry. That's because I've got the... What are you doing? No one's... It's literally no one's stroking you. And you're just going to be there like... Hashtag Team Jackson. People want to see your face, mate. Maybe I should let them see it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There it is. You're gonna... Let's just get a bit of hot cat action there. Tell us, Jackson. Send your vibes out. Not bothered. Not bothered, are you? Are you going to play for us? No? It's not your finest work, mate, I'd be honest. It's a bit crap, really. I liked it, but where was the? It wasn't in time, mate. Try again. See? I told you they were co-hosts. Anyway, so how are we doing for time? Good, about an hour in. Okay, so let's stop and smell the roses for a minute. Okay, so we've... hey, Kent. Oh, you can hear... Sorry. So Uncle Crone says... sorry, as your head. Yeah, I can hear it. Kent rapping over this. Memories of the Mandalorian theme. Yeah, a little bit for some reason. I have 1602 in my Heyo synth rack of 7 1Us and DP4. Great. Do you know, I mean, I've got 2 sound cards in here. I mean, I did used to use that. I used to stack up, but again, thinking about that, I had a sound card with 10 inputs. No, 16. How much is the... How much... Stop it. Nobody... You're just doing this weird thing. We just like literally, look, it's not going to happen. It is going to happen, but you'll just carry on doing it. Like, if I keep doing it, will it? No. Yeah. There you go. All right. So, random cat moment. So yeah, so I basically had a sound card with an ADAT interface with an older sound card because it was, it was an old. Mo2, it wasn't Firewire, but I had the Firewire connection. I can't remember the audio wire. It was an old audio wire unit, which of course is, so it was just basically a converter. So I used that. So I had 16 inputs, I think. Each was 8, and it was just, it's what I've got now, but taking up a lot less space and being a lot more. What I've got is more reliable. But I just think, what's buzzing? What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. No, it's the guitar again. Yeah, just turn that off. It's always going to be the guitar, A little bit of Terry Wogan there for you all who are waiting for that. Terry Wogan. No longer with us, but still his spirit lives on. Tanith, give GetJervis some dreamies. Oh, GetJervis, give Jackson some dreamies. Thank you for all of your contributions to the channel over the Christmas period. I've been Tom. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on. It's dreamy time. Have we got that? There you go. And at this point in the day, it's all about dreamies. There we go. Now, any of you with cats, have they come running? Where's the lid for this? Anyway. Hey, man with beard. What up? So, as you said, yeah, they only play one tune. That's true, if they do that. Strip joint is that music store. Get the new Yamaha mixer. Looks ace. Again, yeah. So I still have a broken 03D. Actually, I bought two of them. I bought one to repair. This is years ago. I bought one to repair the one. I bought one needing fixing off eBay for more money than you would even look at one for now. Still cheap at the time, but you know, we're talking nearly 20 years ago. And then I bought another one, and neither of them work fully. But that was a good. I mean, I loved it, and it was in here. I've actually found a picture of the studio from a little while ago, and it had nothing over here, so it was kind of like an L shape. Yeah, you know, nice performative space. But we do this, so it's got to look like this, right? It's got to be. Anyway, thank you. Have you started dangling synths from your studio ceiling? No, but I'm sure I could do. I don't have enough synths to be. I'm not. Well, I say I don't have enough. I do, but I've hidden some of them. The rack stuff. I've got a JV 1080 up there, which I do want to bring that back out and do another session with that. But I want to get the PC editor, and I want to put it on screen so we can actually get in and have a little rummage on the on that synth and get some good sounds out of it. Again, I've got so many topics to crack in on. Hey, Marky, what up? So yeah, you can put old firmware back on the Force. The Force? The Force. Who uses the Force? Jackson always looks regal, doesn't he? Look at that. Apart from the fact that he's. Look at that. And I love the fact that he's like, no, you will come back. He kind of expects it. And his tail's getting a little bit more agitated. Panda Man, yes, I cut a 6U hole in your desk for flush. I did, absolutely. And I haven't, since then, I've barely used that. Remember to take a nice refreshing mouthful of coffee. Just drink. That's got a very oily finish. Oily way. Okay, so, hey, DaVinci Girl, I own for home a Yamaha digital mixer with motor faders. Yep, the one that Hans Zimmer did use decades ago was one of the first ones. Oh, the ProMix 01 was their first digital mixer. And then they did the O2R, O3D, and O1V. Crikey. The O2R was probably one he had, a really chunky big one with loads of stuff on that as well. So excellent. Okay, right. So yeah, I've got plenty of stuff that doesn't work properly. Don't need to. I need stuff that was reliable and works. Hence why I'll be going to Synth East. But let's have an ad break. Let's give a nice, great big GetJervis big up for Peter Coyte's new album. Can we have that linked in? Go and check this out. Download it, buy it, give the man the money. Because you've got him to thank for this show, really. Because I started streaming, and then he caught me at the Synth East and said, why have you stopped streaming? This is when I was doing it nearly 3 years ago now. And it was irregular because it was odd because of childcare and stuff. And it was like literally my children were too young to be left to their own devices. So I had to be sort of present with them. So I would do it every other Tuesday for some reason. Tuesday was the night I chose. And yeah, so he caught me at the end of Synths and said, we loved your show. We loved your show. Can you do it again? That was 2 years ago. So I said, yeah, all right. That's all it took. So thank you, Peter. Yeah, the original Jervite, I guess. Yeah, I'll give you that. You're Jervite number one. So thank you for that. So yeah, go and check his stuff out. Download it. Give him the money. Just good music, and that's what we're all about. Supporting one another in our ventures because it's a crazy world out there, guys. Oh, hello. You're not drinking that. I'm not having you on coffee. Blimey, Tom. Imagine that. Tom on caffeine. He'd probably fall asleep anyway. He only seems to like the chamomile, the herbal teas. Oh, remember what this... Right, okay. Well, look, this is going to get into a... Stop sniffing his butt. What am I singing? What's in my head? Oh, it's Yes. Is it Yes? There's something stuck in my head. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's just... I'm not going to worry about what that is, but there you go. He went for him on Sunday at this position. You right, guys? You're not going to fight now? No fights? We do get some drama on this show. We get some drama. Anyway, so... hum it. It is Yes. It's Yes. It's from the 90125 album though, and I don't really know that album. So I don't even know what the tune is. Or is it? Or is it from Union? I hate 80s keyboards sounds. I was listening to It Bites today on the ride home from work. The album with the Yellow Christian on it. And Around the World, Once Around the World. And there were moments I thought, yeah, I remember this. I enjoyed it. And then there were bits that I went, oh, that's bloody horrible. And it's not the musicianship, it's not the playing. It was the era of production that it was made in. And I do have this issue with 80s production and keyboard sounds. It's that glassy kind of sound. I don't want it. I don't want it in my music, thank you very much. Give me something soft and warm and glowing. Put some sparkles on the top, but not glass. Not like... It was just too horrible. I had to fast forward it. Anyway, but there were some moments that I genuinely enjoyed, moments that reminded me of King Crimson, the guitar sounds. I enjoyed the guitar sounds. Not drum sounds either. That was another thing that was annoying me, actually. The bass was good. The guitars were good. The keyboards and the drums generally were just too cutting. And I suppose that's a production style, right? Of the 80s. If you didn't like it, get out. I did. I got out. I went straight back to the 70s. I was glad of that. Happier in the 70s, me. Definitely. So, Panda Man, don't just hate it when you get a Cranberry song stuck in your... Oh, I'm not going to do that one. In your head. I did it. Calling all the heroes. Shooting up the town, boy. Yeah. So, I was actually born in Cumbria. So, for me, they're kind of a taste of what it could have been like had I grown up in Cumbria. Again, my favourite album, which I probably listened to death with, was Eat Me in St. Louis. And I think that was the last one. Did they do an album after that before Francis Dunnery left? Anyway. Saw them at Leicester Uni. Good grief. I never had the pleasure, but that album became the album of my first love. That was kind of our theme. We always listened to it. And she introduced me to Bowie and Jethro Tull. So, actually, no, she didn't introduce me to Bowie. I think we listened to a lot of Bowie together. Anyway, music is for sharing, no matter where it comes from. And no matter... That's the special thing about music, right? Because when I listen to It Bites, I don't hear it now, although I did hear it now today and it was like, oh, that's a bit annoying. I hear it with the lens of the time which I first heard it. And it's kind of, if you have albums like that, and some albums I've listened to throughout my life, Aqualung, although I must admit, not a massive fan of Aqualung. Aqualung itself and Locomotive Breath, I think that I just don't like them as songs. There are better songs on that album, but there are better albums by Tull. I mean, Thick as a Brick. What a work of genius that album is. Love that. But I digress. The lens of the past, and that's what makes music such an amazing thing, is that we have that about us, that we are able to be transported back in time. They say there's no time machine. Lies. Music is a time machine. And smell. Anyway, so, gotta love Carcass. I don't know Carcass. And it's not the sort. I don't know. Killing Joke, probably a bit too harsh for me, but yeah. Again, no sound. Yeah, Thick as a Brick is the one, Paul. It really is. Really don't mind, because it's just it's a beautiful song which expands into this voyage. And I guess for me, that's what I like about music, is being taken somewhere. And all of my favourite albums, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Oxygen, Equinox as well, they take you somewhere. Spiral by Vangelis, Rubicon, Tangerine Dream. They take you somewhere. I could go on, and I won't. I'll stop there. But you put them on, and they take you somewhere. Thick as a Brick, exactly the same thing. So yeah, that's the beauty of music, and it is that escapism, not necessarily out, but in. Headphones on, darkened room, that kind of vibe. Right, there we go. We've got, blimey. Isn't that right, Jackson? Oh, here we go. Look at it. Can I just point this out? That tilt of that head is waiting for this. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. Anyway, there we go. So, right, have we got any further questions? Let's go back to the... Sorry, mate. There you go. Have we got any further questions on tonight's topic of, are they all the same? What do we think? Oh, Monaco's cleaning her fur. Oh, well done, Cressy. Smeg and the Heads, best ever. Right. Yeah. Sing it with us. Oh, brilliant. So, Owner of a Lonely Fart. Yes, that's Jackson's favourite song. See, that's your 80s, yes. I'm 70s, yes. Tom's 60s, yes. The Yes album, I think he likes the best. Is that right, Tom? Yeah. Anyway. So, what else have we got to big up? It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. I'm kind of like, I'm still not quite 100%. So I'm still full of cold. And I've trying to medicate myself, and I haven't had medicine since. When did I have my last medicine? So I'm a little bit more lucid, because I once you get those cold and flu tablets in you kind of do that, don't you? Zone out. But it's Wednesday. What have we got to look forward to? Pro Synth Network on Friday. Glenn Darcy's on board, so nice, lots of good vibes there. So do that. We've also got the Synth Southwest event coming up in March, so that's definitely... I'll link in the chat. Link in the chat. We've got that to come look forward to as well. That'll probably be pimped on. So if you tune into Pro Synth Network on Friday and hear Glenn's journey, Synth, yeah, that'll be that. So Synth Southwest is replacing the payments. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Axis Modular. I mean, Rich is going to be at Synth East as well. So just make sure I'll be bringing this, and I will So if you're watching this and you're exhibiting, I will steal something because I've got an oscillator-shaped hole in here. Oh my God, what am I? That's just me now. I've cut my finger and I can't put any pressure on it because it hurts. So that's what that was. It was not the case. It's my finger. So bear in mind, I will nick it. If you're a modular manufacturer and you've got there's two U-tile there, I will nick it. I got some space there as well. Look, I will nick it and I'll put it in here, and I'll be playing with that in the DIY session, whilst I coerce someone into fixing my NAT, because I can't see me getting to Kent anytime soon with no vehicle. My mechanic's going to come next week to have a look at the car, but I think I don't want it. It's let me down. I've had it 4 years. 2 years of that, it's been on and off broken. Don't have any confidence in it at all. Buy Japanese, guys, just saying. German, Swedish, French. Ooh, who buys French cars? Sorry if you buy French cars. But why? Anyway, there we go. So, 1 hour 50 minutes. So, usual stream links ready. Okay, so have we got Axis Modular? Are we still having a sale? Is there a 20% discount? Axis Modular. I think there's a January sale, so get in there quick. 20% off. But he will be at Synth East as well. We'll be hanging out together. Dan definitely going to be enjoying that. Friday after after Pro Synth Network. Oh, sorry, mate. I know this is going to probably be a bit. That's. Yeah. There you go. That's happy. We need to go again. We need to go again and get him trimmed. There's a thing you can get cats that goes over their ears that calms them. I don't know what it is, but he needs that. Anyway, Symptoms of Reality on Popcorn Night. So if you are up for submitting a jam, check out this channel if you don't know them already, and pop that in. Again, another friendly, warm and inviting hang on a Friday night. All the way from America. There we go. Cat headphones. Yeah, Wagoo. Like cat phones. Yeah. But they're like, it's not... I've got one of... do you know what? That's another thing I need to do. If I'm not flipping ill, I need to update the play fader. Hadj gave Shroomy a little band that normally goes around that to keep it nice and together. And we try to put that on his head. It's like a wristband. And it's like... It was so funny, but it kind of was too tight. Anyway, so there's that. There's this. James Dyson's also streaming pretty much every day. So quality synth sounds there. And I can see another one there. It's Falmouth, Emom. It's Falmouth? Falmouth? I don't know why I did that. Hang on. We haven't had this, have we? Falmouth? Where's Falmouth? That's Cornwall. That's like the other end of the world. I do love Cornwall, though. Who doesn't? I mean, it's a glorious place. So yeah, Falmouth Emom sounds like a really good fun vibe. I need to do an Emom again. I think somewhere. I think I've definitely been kind of like vibing with my stuff, but again, Recon streams. Yeah, please, yes. Sorry, Recon. Steve, can you add Recon to the list, please, so we can do it more often? Thank you. Yes, do check out your screens. I'm so always in awe, Recon, of your use of the RC505. I mean, you make it work like an instrument in its own right, and that is beautiful to see. So you're an artist, sir. Artist. So yeah, very much so. Do a hardware jam. Oh, Tanith, yeah. Do you know, if I didn't have so much... I almost did one at the weekend, the kebabs. I almost, because I wanted to go... Well, obviously, the home of the kebab is Germany, right? It's Berlin. Or is it Hamburg? Or is it Hanover? It's the House of Hanover. No, I think it's Berlin. But with Turkish immigrants. So I was going to go and have like a German techno vibe with Turkish influence. Don't know why I did it like that. but I just didn't have time. I was ill, and I was trying to tidy my... I'm still trying to sort my house out. It's like so hard. And then I came in here, I was like, I need to sort this out. And I was like, I got my room full of synthesizers, which is where the Antonus is, Biscuit, in my lounge, ready to be photographed, videoed for B-roll, but also to be videoed of me playing with it to get a video out on the channel of pretty much this kind of thing. This is like a, I think I'd like to use this in that way, is to experiment with certain concepts and then to turn the concept into a 10-minute video. So there we go. That's it. Do a hardware jam. Yes, yes, indeed, Tanith and Recon. Absolutely. Get in there. Have you in? Oh, there. Yes, there we go. He's in. You're in, Recon. You're in. That means you'll always be in. I've never seen kebabs in Europe that can beat the kebab made by Indians in Leeds. Is that in a naan, Brad? Could we have a guy up the road who was doing naan kebabs, and oh my God, it's like me and G-Man's like dirty treat. So we've been trying to do that, and I've made my own flatbread. Because that's the other thing, is that the weekend, I don't know, maybe subliminally I did this, but I had some flatbreads. Bought ones, unfortunately, not made ones. And I basically had kebabs for 4 days straight. I had a kebab today, so that's 5 days straight. So yeah, there was no excuse. I had everything, but just the time to make the jam. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I was taken to a kebab place in somewhere north of Frankfurt by Jörg Schaff, who obviously, and yeah, he tells me that Radical Technologies are not making stuff anymore. That is kind of sad. I love that thing, and it works now. Look. Oh, I can always play it, which is. Anyway, that's like that side. I don't know why I need to sort that out. Anyway, so has Recon done a hardware jam? Recon, have you done a hardware jam? Let's have hardware jam. Link, come on. Which is on the Monday, so it's like it's just happened. But the Friday, the challenge will be released. And then you have a weekend to make a 5 minute, no longer, no shorter. Actually, be shorter. Jam with your hardware. And again, really, if you've never done it and you've not really shared your music, it's a great opportunity to have good, supportive and constructive, feedback on your music. What's bad about that? All good. Yeah, Radical. So Wegu says Radical owner is shutting down the company. I think Jörg would be perfect to fill Chris. I said that, didn't I? I don't know what. I don't know if you've made that jump, or I definitely think he needs to be with his. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, he's a man of a certain age. Does he want to be? I mean, he's well capable of doing that kind of stuff. Oh, Uncle Chrome. Please add him to the list as well. Thank you, Steve. So do join in and come follow us round. There's always someone on, and that's the nice thing about this thing. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed the little bit of fun we had trying to get things to sound the same, and they didn't, did they? They didn't sound the same. They sounded different. And that is the problem for all of us. But just because, sorry mate, I don't know what is that? I've got rid of it now anyway, whatever it was. Just because they sound different doesn't mean you have to have them all. The best synthesizer is what? What is the best synthesizer? Come on. You haven't helped the gas. Oh, sorry, Peter. I'm trying to tell you now. What is the best synthesizer? No, it is not a 303. Although I do still think I need to get another one. No. I've got the stylophone. Ooh. On the run is on the run. Isn't it on? What's the sequencer called? Anyway, it's coming soon. The one you stole. Yes, Tanith. Which is all of this. No. My modular. Yeah, exactly. The one you have in front of you, Aaron. Yes, exactly. And I think that's the beauty of this world, is that they're all so different. They all do different things, but ultimately they synthesize. And what you can do with one of them is always magnificent. Right. Well, we're going to round it off now. So be good to yourselves and each other, and we'll see you around, won't we, guys? Right. Hit the play button. That does. Oh, is it? He literally wrote it. He did write the theme for the. What have you done? How have you? Brilliant. I don't know. Right. Nothing really is happening. Let's unmute some things. The awkward jam at the end. Oh! There's more dirt on the drums. Right, I don't know why I'm not hearing anything. Turn everything off? No? So strange.